Hey guys, SUNSfan here with a little update on what the patch came with today. Some people are going to be a little bit disappointed that there's no heroes, but I think next week you will all be happy because I believe that's basically the last opportunity for them to release the Halloween-based map, which there are screenshots of around the web right now. And looking pretty cool, I have to say. Personally, I can't wait for the winter version, but that's just me. Anyway, three major, I don't want to call them major, but three things were added, the highlights of this patch. A couple of which aren't going to show up too well over here. If you go to the community tab, the My Team thing was here already, so that's always been there. The team list, this is something new, which I don't think we can really use yet, so we might need to come out with something else showing that, but essentially just a way to search for teams and what leagues or tournaments they've participated in, things like that. Hall of Fame. Now this one, I have no idea how much more they're going to add to this. I kind of want to say that this is the bare bones of to some degree, because as you can see over here, it's just all the heroes that people they've played well, right? Which is cool. I wish it would show some sort of statistics though, because all you can really do is look. I'm just gonna look at this guy's profile, and it doesn't really show me much. And I know they're trying to shy away from glorifying statistics and whatnot, but something small would be nice here. And an example of that is at the bottom here, the featured farmer and his GPM. That is awesome. That is freaking awesome. So if they could do something similar to that, like why is this guy the best sniper of this week? Like there's nothing that shows me why he's a good sniper. I mean, there's no score, nothing like that. So hopefully they'll add something like that. But yeah, this is going to feature players on a weekly basis, I do believe. So that's pretty cool. And then the other thing, which we can show you, if I go here, and I didn't want to wait for the download, so I just picked a random replay. Usually when you came with a replay like this looks pretty normal, except for this button, watch highlights. So let's see what that does. Gonna click that bad boy, wait for it to load slowly. Okay. So what we're gonna see here is this is First Blood. And for some reason Wisp is tethering an illusion of PA or PL, but that's okay, it doesn't really matter. Now this is cool. On the left it shows the name of the player and the hero. It's like you're just turning on ESPN, and you just see the highlights of the game, except it's on your own time. You can choose when to do it. I'm not sure why this is a highlight, but hey, maybe this game is a little lackluster for any type of highlights. You're going to see another tiny thing. Actually, after this play, I want to see what happens when I change the view, and of course you can see after the play is done they come up with this transition, which definitely is a work in progress, I would say. They actually changed this menu on the right too. I just noticed that it looks not as good as it did before, honestly, but it's not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna wait for this new play to load, and I'm gonna change to free camera. I want to see what happens. Alright, I can move around. Watch the play as Death Prophet destroys the axe. Now the question is, does this break the... No, it doesn't. So you can just... That's awesome. Alright, that's very cool. So, again, it's tough to say how useful this is in practicality. But, like, for me personally, I probably never use it, but that doesn't mean anything. Wow, okay, I have to actually find the play now. But I'm sure there's a market out there for people. So, people that want to watch a pro game but don't exactly have time to sift through the hour game, which is pretty typical, 40 to 60 minute game. Instead, they could just look at the highlights. Yeah, this free camera, they need to add something for that, so I don't have to actually go to it. But either way, it's a cool little addition, It's pretty cool, and I hope people can make good use of this. And in fact, for video makers out there that want highlights of just good plays, these aren't necessarily all good plays though, this kind of makes it a lot easier for you. Obviously we don't need help since everybody sends the replays to us and other movie makers as well, but if you're an amateur movie maker and you want to make like a top 10 or top 5 or something like that, or any other series, this should help quite a bit. I mean, you're still going to have to go through replays as far as downloading. Like, you're not going to know what replay is good, but this is going to save a ridiculous amount of time, and I think that's going to help you guys more than anything. So yep, that's pretty much it for this week's update. Next week should be the Halloween patch. There's no actual word on when the heroes are going to be released, like Centaur or Medusa, which are supposedly the next two. So we'll be waiting very patiently for those. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.